Chosen one. The YouTube algorithm didn't bring you here, God did. He knows what you've been battling, what you've been waiting for, and why you needed this confirmation right now. Stay with me, this is for you. Every moment, every decision, every challenge, God has seen it all. He's been guiding you, aligning everything so that today, in this moment, you would hear what He's been trying to tell you. Picture in your mind the darkest days, the nights filled with uncertainty, the whispers of self-doubt. Now imagine those moments through the eyes of faith. You see the hand of God, not just random chance. He's been working tirelessly like a master sculptor, shaping your life into something beautiful, something purposeful. Each setback was a brushstroke, each victory a masterpiece of His love. He knows your pain, your fears, your hopes, yet He remains steadfast, guiding you through the storm to the calm. Think of it like a river, sometimes calm and serene, other times turbulent and raging. You've been navigating those waters, sometimes feeling like you're smoothly sailing, and other times feeling like you're battling against the current, desperately trying to stay afloat. But even in the midst of the rapids, even when the waves are crashing over you, there's a steady hand guiding your boat, ensuring you don't capsize. That hand is God's, and He's been with you every step of the way, even when you haven't felt it. He's seen every tear, heard every prayer, and felt every ounce of your pain. He hasn't abandoned you. He's been preparing you, strengthening you, molding you into the person you need to be to receive the blessings He has in store for you. But many stay in a cycle of waiting when they should be stepping forward. They believe they are waiting for God for their breakthrough, but what if I told you that God has already moved, but you haven't? Today, I will show you exactly how to break free. Think about the times when you felt like everything was against you, when every door seemed closed and every hope was dashed. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking, if only X happens, then I'll be able to move forward. But what if the X you're waiting for is you? What if the only thing holding you back is your own mind, your own doubt, your own fear? Today, we're going to unravel those chains, one thought at a time. Imagine you're standing at the base of a giant redwood tree, looking up at its towering height. It seems impossible to climb, so immense and daunting. But what if you focused on just one branch at a time, one step at a time? What if you stopped looking at the overwhelming whole and started focusing on the individual parts? That's what we're going to do today. We're going to break down those seemingly insurmountable obstacles into manageable steps, and we're going to conquer them together with faith as our guide. It's not about the size of the challenge, it's about the size of your faith. Most people think they are waiting on God for their breakthrough, but what if I told you that God has already moved, but you haven't? The truth is, many stay in a cycle of waiting when they should be stepping forward. And today I will show you exactly how to break free. Picture this, a fork in the road. On one side, there's the path of doubt and struggle. It's familiar, it's comfortable, it's the path of least resistance. But on the other side, there's the path of faith and breakthrough. It's uncertain, it's uncomfortable, it's the path of growth. Which path do you choose? The answer lies within you, in your heart, in your faith. Today we're going to explore the other path, the one that leads to transformation. Think of it like this. You're a seed planted in the ground. You have the potential to grow into a mighty tree, to blossom and bear fruit. But if you stay buried in the darkness, if you don't push through the soil and reach for the sunlight, you'll never reach your full potential. The path of doubt and struggle is like staying buried in the ground, comfortable but stagnant. The path of faith and breakthrough is like pushing through the soil, reaching for the light, embracing the uncertainty and discomfort of growth. It's not easy, but it's necessary. It's where the magic happens. It's where you become who you were meant to be. Everything begins in the mind. If you believe you are stuck, you will remain stuck. If you believe doors are opening, they will open. What belief have you been holding that is limiting you? Imagine a prison made of thoughts, a prison of self-doubt, self-limitation, self-pity. You've been living in this prison thinking it's your reality. But the reality is, it's a prison of your own making. Every thought you think, every word you speak, every action you take is either reinforcing those chains or breaking them apart. Today, we're going to break those chains one thought at a time. Picture yourself standing in front of those mental chains, holding the key to freedom. The key is your mind, your thoughts. It's time to unlock the door to your breakthrough. It's like having a powerful car, but keeping the parking brake on. You can rev the engine all you want, but you won't go anywhere until you release the brake. Your limiting beliefs are like that parking brake, holding you back from experiencing the full power and potential of your life. Today, we're going to release that brake. We're going to identify those limiting beliefs, challenge them, and replace them with empowering ones. We're going to shift your mindset from one of limitation to one of possibility, from one of doubt to one of faith. Pain, resentment, and doubt are like chains wrapped around your spirit. You cannot walk freely into your breakthrough while still carrying the past. Today, you are letting it go. Think about the weight you carry. Pain from the past, resentment towards others, doubt about yourself. It's like carrying a backpack filled with rocks. At some point, you have to let go of the rocks to carry the treasures. Today, you're going to let go of the rocks. Imagine holding onto a heavy backpack filled with rocks. Each rock represents a burden, a pain, a resentment. You've been carrying this backpack for so long, you've forgotten what freedom feels like. Today, you're going to take that backpack off, one rock at a time. You're going to release the weight of the past, the weight of pain, the weight of doubt. And when you let go, you'll feel lighter, freer, more capable of moving forward. Picture yourself standing there, holding that backpack one rock at a time, setting it down, feeling the weight lift off your shoulders. You're free. It's like holding on to a hot coal, hoping the other person will get burned. The only person getting burned is you. Forgiveness, letting go, releasing the past. It's not about condoning what happened. It's about freeing yourself from the burden of carrying it. It's about choosing to focus on the present and the future rather than being chained to the past. It's about allowing yourself to heal and move forward, unburdened by the weight of yesterday. Many wait for a sign before they act. But true faith moves before the evidence is seen. Speak as if your breakthrough has already happened. Declare it now. It is already done. Think about the times you've waited for proof before taking action. You waited for a sign, a confirmation, a guarantee. But what if the sign was you? What if the confirmation was your faith? What if the guarantee was God's love? True faith is not about waiting for proof. It's about acting in faith, even when the proof is not yet visible. Picture yourself standing at the edge of a cliff, looking down at the abyss. You can't see what's on the other side. You can't see the proof, but you know that God is calling you to jump. You take a deep breath, you step out, and you trust. You move in faith, not in sight. You declare, it is already done, and you step forward. Faith is the bridge between where you are and where you're called to be. It's the bridge between doubt and certainty, between struggle and breakthrough. You've built this bridge with every act of faith, every declaration of trust, every release of doubt. It's time to cross it. Speak those words now. It is already. You're done. It's like planting a seed and expecting it to sprout overnight. You have to water it, nurture it, and trust that it will grow, even when you don't see any immediate results. Faith is about trusting the process, even when you can't see the outcome. It's about believing in something bigger than yourself, something that's working behind the scenes, even when you don't understand it. It's about having the courage to step out in faith, even when you're afraid, even when you don't know what the future holds. You may feel like things aren't happening fast enough, but what if I told you that delays are often divine protection? God's timing is perfect, even when it doesn't match your expectations. Think about the times you've felt like God was too slow, that he was too late. You've been so eager for the breakthrough, so impatient for the change, that you've missed the beauty of the journey. The delays are not roadblocks, they are detours. They are not setbacks, they are safeguards. They are not obstacles, they are opportunities. God's timing is perfect, even when it seems imperfect. Picture yourself standing at a crossroads, looking at a map that doesn't make sense. You're so eager to get to your destination that you're willing to take any shortcut, any back road, any dangerous path. But what if the long, winding road is the one he's leading you down? What if the delays are not roadblocks, but detours? What if the setbacks are not obstacles, but opportunities? What if the long, winding road is the one that leads to true transformation? Trust the process. Trust his timing. It's perfect, even when it doesn't match your expectations. It's like being in a traffic jam, frustrated and impatient, wanting to get to your destination. But what if that traffic jam is preventing you from being in an accident? What if that delay is actually protecting you from something you can't even see? God's timing is often like that. We may not understand it, we may not like it, but it's always perfect. It's always for our highest good. Trusting his timing is about surrendering control, letting go of our own agendas, and believing that he knows what's best for us even when we don't. Everything you've learned so far is useless unless you do this one last thing. But here's the catch, it's the hardest step of all. That's why most people never make it through. Think about the final leap of faith, the final step of surrender. It's the moment you embrace the unknown, the moment you trust completely, the moment you surrender fully. It's the moment you give up control and trust in the divine plan. Picture yourself standing on the edge of a cliff, looking down at the abyss. You've taken all the previous steps, broken the mental chains, released the weight, activated faith, stepped into divine timing. But now you're standing on the edge, waiting. The final step is the hardest, the scariest, the most terrifying. It's the step of surrender. It's the step of faith. It's the step of trust. The final step is the step you take when you realize that you can't do it on your own. It's the step you take when you trust that God will carry you. It's the step you take when you surrender completely, fully, utterly. Take that step. Trust in the process. Trust in God. It's like learning to swim. You can read all the books, watch all the videos, and get all the instructions. But until you actually jump in the water and let go of the side, you'll never learn to swim. Surrender is like that. It's about letting go of control, trusting that the water will hold you up and allowing yourself to float. It's about letting go of your fear and trusting in something bigger than yourself. Chosen one, here is the truth. Your breakthrough is already here. It's waiting for you. The only thing that has been missing is your full surrender. The moment you stop resisting, the moment you say, God, I trust you completely, that is when doors will open. Think about the times you've resisted, the times you've fought, the times you've doubted. You've fought against God's plan, you've resisted his will, you've doubted his love. But what if you stopped fighting? What if you stopped resisting? What if you stopped doubting? What if you fully surrendered? Imagine yourself standing at the foot of a mountain, looking up at the peak. You've climbed so far, you've fought so hard, you've resisted so much. But now you're standing at the foot of the mountain, ready to climb. But you're not ready to climb. You're ready to surrender. You're ready to trust. You're ready to let go. You're ready to fully surrender. The moment you stop resisting, the moment you say, God, I trust you completely, that is when doors will open. Picture yourself standing there, looking up at the mountain, ready to climb. You're not ready to climb. You're ready to surrender. You're ready to trust. You're ready to let go. The moment you fully surrender, the moment you say, God, I trust you completely, that is when doors will open. It's like trying to open a door by pushing on it when it actually opens by pulling. You can push and push and push, but you won't get anywhere until you realize that you need to change your approach. Surrender is like that. It's about changing your approach, letting go of your resistance, and trusting that God knows the way. It's about realizing that you don't have to do it all on your own, that you can rely on His strength and guidance. Tonight, before you sleep, say this prayer. I release all fear. I release all doubt. I step into my divine purpose, and I trust that my miracle is already on its way. Think about the power of those words, the weight of those prayers. You're releasing fear, you're releasing doubt, you're stepping into your divine purpose. You're trusting that your miracle is already on its way. It's a powerful prayer, a prayer that shifts your mindset, a prayer that opens doors. It's a prayer that sets you free. Picture yourself standing in front of a closed door, a door that's been closed for so long. You've been trying to open it, pushing it, pulling it, but it won't budge. But what if you didn't push or pull or try to open it? What if you just let it open? What if you just trusted that it would open? Picture yourself standing there, standing in front of that closed door, taking a deep breath and saying those words. You're releasing fear. You're releasing doubt. You're stepping into your divine purpose. You're trusting that your miracle is already on its way. The door opens, not because you pushed or pulled or tried to open it, but because you trusted that it would open. The door opens because you released fear, you released doubt, you stepped into your divine purpose, you trusted that your miracle is already on its way. It's like holding a bird in your hand. If you hold it too tightly, you'll crush it. If you hold it too loosely, it will fly away. The key is to hold it gently with an open hand, allowing it the freedom to fly, but also providing it with a safe place to land. This prayer is like that. It's about releasing your grip on fear and doubt, allowing yourself to be free, but also creating a space for your miracle to manifest. It's about trusting that God will provide, that He will guide you, that He will bring you to where you need to be. Chosen one, you are not alone. God has a plan, and He's moving things for you now. This video is your confirmation. Your breakthrough is here. Picture yourself standing in that open field, looking up at the sky. You're surrounded by beauty, surrounded by hope, surrounded by God's love. You're not alone. God is with you, guiding you, protecting you. The breakthrough is not something that's coming to you. The breakthrough is already here. It's waiting for you. You've taken all the steps. You've broken the mental chains. You've released the weight. You've activated faith. You've stepped into divine timing. You've made the final shift. Now it's time to claim your breakthrough. You've come so far, you've fought so hard, you've resisted so much, but now you're ready to claim your breakthrough. The breakthrough is not something that's coming to you. The breakthrough is already here. It's waiting for you. You've built the bridge, you've crossed it, you've climbed the mountain, you've surrendered fully. Now you're ready to claim your breakthrough. You've come this far, you've taken all the steps, you've activated faith, you've stepped into divine timing, you've made the final shift. Now, you're ready to claim your breakthrough. The breakthrough is not something that's coming to you. The breakthrough is already here. It's waiting for you. It's like reaching the top of a mountain after a long and arduous climb. You can finally see the view. You can finally breathe the fresh air. You can finally celebrate your accomplishment. Your breakthrough is like that. It's the culmination of all your efforts, all your struggles, all your faith. It's the moment you've been waiting for, the moment you've been working towards. And it's already here, waiting for you to claim it. Now don't leave without being part of this movement. Comment below with one thing you need prayer for and reply to someone else's comment to lift them up. The power of collective faith is real, and miracles happen when we come together. Think about the power of community, the power of connection, the power of lifting others up. You're not alone in this journey. You're part of a community of faith, a community of love, a community of hope. Comment below with one thing you need prayer for and reply to someone else's comment to lift them up. The power of collective faith is real. Miracles happen when we come together. You're part of something bigger, something greater, something divine. Comment below with one thing you need prayer for and reply to someone else's comment to lift them up. It's like lighting a candle in a dark room. One candle can dispel a lot of darkness, but many candles together can create a brilliant light. Your prayer request is like that candle. It's a beacon of hope, a source of light. And when you share it with others, and they share their prayers with you, you create a powerful force of collective faith, a force that can move mountains, a force that can bring about miracles. If this message resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Someone you know needs this today. Share this video with them and subscribe, because this journey is just beginning, and I promise there is so much more ahead for you. Think about the power of sharing, the power of lifting others up, the power of spreading hope. You're not just watching this video. You're part of a movement. You're part of a community of faith, a community of love, a community of hope. Share this video with someone you know, someone who needs this message today. The journey is just beginning, and there's so much more ahead. Subscribe to this channel, stay connected to divine guidance, and let's continue this journey together. You're not alone. You're part of something bigger, something greater, something divine. Share this video with someone you know, someone who needs this message today. The journey is just beginning, and there's so much more ahead. Subscribe to this channel, stay connected to divine guidance, and let's continue this journey together. It's like finding a beautiful flower in a field and sharing it with someone else. The beauty of the flower doesn't diminish when you share it, it multiplies. This message is like that flower. It's a message of hope, a message of faith, a message of breakthrough. And when you share it with others, you're not just spreading information, you're spreading hope, you're spreading faith, you're spreading love. You're helping to create a more beautiful world, one share at a time. Thank you for watching. You are seen, you are loved, and you are chosen. God is moving for you now. Stay tuned for more messages of hope and transformation. Until next time, keep moving forward. Think about the power of faith, the power of trust, the power of surrender. You've come this far, you've fought so hard, you've resisted so much, but now you're ready to claim your breakthrough. You've built the bridge, you've crossed it, you've climbed the mountain, you've surrendered fully. Now you're ready to claim your breakthrough. The breakthrough is not something that's coming to you. The breakthrough is already here. It's waiting for you. Thank you for watching. You are seen, you are loved, and you are chosen. God is moving for you now. Stay tuned for more messages of hope and transformation. Until next time, keep moving forward. Remember, you are not a finished product. You are a work in progress. You are constantly evolving, constantly growing, constantly becoming. Don't be afraid to embrace the journey, to embrace the uncertainty, to embrace the challenges. They are all part of the process. They are all helping you to become the person you were meant to be. Keep moving forward, keep trusting, keep believing. Your breakthrough is waiting. Subscribe now to stay connected to divine guidance. Comment 7 to affirm that you are stepping into divine abundance today. Be part of the prayer chain. Comment below with one thing you need prayer for and reply to someone else's comment to lift them up. Miracles happen when we come together. Share this video with someone who needs it. God has a plan, and He's moving for you now. Thank you for being part of this journey. Until next time, keep moving forward.